During today's presentation, Team Management Algorithm, I will demonstrate the essential features of our product. We know and believe that circumstances can be controlled. The enterprise management system using our product allows you to forecast the work of an enterprise, manage human resources, manage projects, construct predictive analytics, and competitor analysis and coaching service. The Foresight algorithm is based on identifying the moment in time that is the most favorable for achieving a goal. Our exclusiveness lies in the fact that we are the owners of the forecasting method Obiednin's algorithm with a patented mathematical model. The algorithm is presented in the form of three directions, which are team pyramid, idea of the project, and live coaching. This is a constructor where you can select individual components. Now let's move on to a practical case. Let's see what tabs there are. Team tab. Here the basic information about your team is located. You may also see an interactive team management component below. Partners and rivals. This is a functionality on competitors analysis. Personal relationships. Here the role structures of your family members are displayed. Further on tabs. Life cards for each employee. CV request. This is a tab that displays our work with new employees. And live coaching with a scheduled program. The first block reflects all team members. Their roles in the team pyramid are displayed, as well as brief comments about the relationship of each employee with you. Because the main value of the enterprise we work with is human resources, we use the Obiednin's Foresight algorithm to create a base and basis for management, the life cards. On the right, we display the employee's CV, which reflects his work experience and professional expertise. Then we see the main features of the psychological type of the employee, described in details, which are temper, nature, talents, focus, intelligence, emotionality, stamina, communication skills, self-esteem, the level of self-control, and the ability to group interaction. Then we see an assessment of the employee's qualities, with the help of which you will be able to manage him. After each group of qualities, there is a brief transcription. Each quality is assessed on a scale of 1 to 10. The next item is the employee's idea. It is a phenomenon in which the inner talent of a person enjoys the maximum support of external circumstances and implies that a person has such a psychological personality function that he likes and wants to show. As a result, external eventfulness rewards this function with resources. We build a forecast that shows in what period of time an employee will have a score of 3, which means that the employee at that particular moment is full of strength and energy. He has an excellent work speed, he is full of ideas and makes the right decisions. A score of 0, such as on November 15th, means that the employee does not contribute anything to the team and currently does not have any impact. A score of -3 means that the area of responsibility where the employee is located is a high-risk area. The next point is an assessment of the employee's relationship with the team. The main indicators are represented by color and arrows. Green, yellow, red means the relationship is good, normal, and tense. We will take a look at these relationships in the team pyramid. The direction of the arrow will indicate the boss and subordinate relationship according to personal characteristics. Jerry holds the position of a manager and Mark is the company owner. Their relationship is good, the arrow is green. However, according to personal characteristics, Jerry is Mark's boss. This means that all Jerry's ideas and proposals will in fact be perceived by the owner as interesting and noteworthy. Relationship between the owner and Tyler has a yellow arrow. The relationship is normal, but the arrow looks in two directions, which means that they are equal. Plus, some competition may appear and Tyler may want the owner's role. The last example is the relationship between Peter and Tyler, which, according to the organizational structure, is subordinate only to the owner of the company. The red arrow means that the interaction is tense, and Peter will not respect the opinion of his colleague. He will do the exact opposite, which means this relationship is at risk. This is a reason to think about some changes here. When seeing such a report on your employee, you know his main characteristics, psychological and professional portrait, relationship with other team members, his abadia, and as a result, you may predict how to manage the employee. With life cards, we laid the foundation for managing the company, and now you can audit the team. With the help of our technology, you build a team pyramid. This is an organizational structure where a report on the relationship between employees is on top. Seeing this, you work through weaknesses and make the necessary changes. The human factor in an organization must be predictable and manageable. It is necessary to hire and pay salary to a person who has a high abadia rate and the correct position in the team pyramid. The next block is enterprise teamwork forecasting, where you combine the roles of employees in the team pyramid for the next year. To do this, we have deduced the team rate and abadia. Here's an example. Such a team has a command rate of minus 0.3. It's in the red zone, which means the team pyramid is wrong and needs deep changes. The team abadia has the following graph, where by January 15th, the team's abadia rate will be 0. For example, you decide to fire Tyler and make Mark the head of this team. The command rate has changed. It has become equal to 0.3. This is a green zone and abadia of the team has also improved. Below you may see a summary schedule with individual abadia for each employee. Using the same tool, you can select teams for projects. Project is a temporary enterprise aimed at creating some kind of product with certain restrictions in terms of budget, time and human resources. Meaning you create a project team that will reach the goal in time. A team where people understand each other, have a positive abadia, are creative, and find ways out of different situations. The next block is competitor analysis. We also create such life cards for partners and competitors. Obiednin's algorithm allows you to analyze competitors, explore their strengths and weaknesses, and opens up the opportunity to manipulate their actions. Knowing the psychological profile of each participant and his abadia schedule, you encourage your partners and competitors to act in the direction you need. This is important. We create such life cards on a contactless basis, meaning a person does not know that a life card has been created on him. And you get the levers of enterprise management and influence on your partners and competitors. The next tab is personal relationships, where you see the strengths and weaknesses of relations between family members. This life card shows the main characteristics of a wife and her life motivations: temper, nature, motives for marriage, and further down the list. The CV request tab contains reporting information on new applicants and a forecast of relationships within the team. Your HR department finds specialists and uploads CVs to the service to check the applicants for a vacancy. If there is no HR service, then we take over this function. And the last block is life coaching. Life coaching, according to the Obiednin's algorithm, is a technology for unlocking a person's potential in order to maximize his or her effectiveness. The work of a coach is aimed at improving life in all areas. That is, finding a balance between family, enemies, motivation, career, business, hobbies, friends, and health. A life coaching program is a guarantee of obtaining the distinctive eventual and psychological patterns of your life. By visualizing a life coaching program, we give you the ability to track the progress of achieving goals and see their current status. Today, coaching has become the standard in the business world, and soon people will not be asking if you have a coach, but who is your coach? So, if you suddenly find out that your colleague, a businessman, has a personal coach, then this should be a serious signal for you. It will become much more difficult to compete with him. To create such a mobile service for a manager, we need to be provided with resumes of your team members, their job descriptions, and the structure of the company. We work remotely and create interactive blocks on a contactless basis, which means a person does not know that a life card is being created on him. So I described the main features of our product. I would like to emphasize that our product is integrated into the service platforms like Elma, Bittrex, and others. As a result, you end up with life cards for each employee, psychological picture, ways to control a person, Obiednin, team pyramid, assessment of the relationship between employees, team rate, scenario of the team work, interactive selection of the team members for the project, diversification of project risks, competitor analysis, and life coaching. Using the Obiednin's Foresight-Algorithm, business automatically adapts to the external environment. As part of the process approach, our product provides the company's management with all the necessary information on human resource management to effectively run your business.